I'm Nando Rodriguez, your breakthrough coach, and today it's all about what imposter syndrome in your friendships look like. Because if you didn't know, now you do. If you've been on my channel before, you've seen some of my previous videos, you'll be familiar with 70% of people report feeling like a fraud at some point in their lives, while as many as 40% routinely struggle with it. So what does this say? You're not alone. We're all in this together. Guys, imposter syndrome also impacts your finances, your business, your goals, and your friendships. So today, I'll be discussing 3 ways imposter syndrome infiltrates friendships and what you can do about it. Because there's hope, okay? If you're excited about the hope, give me a thumbs up right now. Friendships on their own, especially now in 2020, can be delicate and fragile depending on your approach to them. They can also be fun, open, expressive. Again, it's all on your take, but how you experience friendships depends on how you experience yourself. I'll say that again. How you experience friendships depends on how you experience yourself. Confession time. I used to be ultra sensitive. The common phrases I heard all day long were, don't take it personal, you're so sensitive, and put your big girl panties on. Listen, thinking about it now, I can totally laugh about it. But in those times, whatever was happening, hearing those sentences added more anxiety and caused me so much more frustration. 1, I didn't feel heard. 2, I didn't feel seen. And I interpreted those statements as if something was wrong with me. Like, don't they know that if I could feel any other way, I would? That's what was going on in my head. And if I take a step back and look at what was actually going on in those situations, my friends were giving me feedback on something in my life, like my dating life, my career, my weight. And it was all coming at me like attack, 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 Nando. And listen, I say this to my clients now, I'm a recovering drama queen. So of course, I always took things to the next level, always made things more dramatic than they were, whether it be feedback or criticism. If a friend said, Nando, the project you're working on at work looks amazing, would you consider adding X to it? Or removing this part or altering this section just a little? I would hear, you and your project deserve death, right? Recovering drama queen. About 3 years ago, I didn't have access to a high opinion of myself. And what I know now is that when you don't feel confident about yourself, who you are, what you think you bring to the table is never good enough or worthy. It's an imposter syndrome trait. Can any of you relate to that? So how does this necessarily impact friendships? I'm going to get into that. See, if you don't have a high opinion of yourself, then it's going to be hard for you to believe that there are people out in the world who just want to hang out with you because you're you. And this is how it impacts friendships. Having a low opinion of yourself will cause you to, 1, self-conceal in order to avoid the risk of rejection or failure. You will hide your true self, even inside a pack of friends, because you don't want to run the risk of being rejected or possibly singled out for not having the same opinion as everyone else. Or you don't want to risk the chance of being seen as a failure. Many of my high-achieving clients feel they can't be open with their friends, especially when it comes to work success, for fear that they won't be as successful as them, which will then lead them to being treated unequally in the squad. This results in excessive worrying and expecting the worst. Listen, consider having a breakthrough conversation where you're 100% vulnerable and you let your friends know what you've been hiding for fear of being rejected, and you put your cards out there on the table. You'll be surprised at the result. Your true friends will not only embrace you, but because you were bold enough to crack the vulnerability box open, they'll start sharing some stuff they were hiding that you never knew. Number 2, it costs you money because you're always paying for people, yet you feel resentful the whole time. When you feel you don't have the freedom to be you, you're surrounded by feelings of unworthiness. And the only way to compensate for that is to create worthiness, so you're constantly bankrolling everyone else. Instead, ground yourself in the idea that these folks want to be around you just because you are enough. So keep the credit card in check, and if anyone complains, you won't be bankrolling them that much longer, and you'll now have some extra cash to hire a breakthrough coach. Hello? Now, before I go on any further, I want to ask you, how do you keep it real in your friendships, in your pack? Let me know in the comments below. I totally want to hear. 3, you create cocoon friendships. This is what I mean. You start to surround yourself with people who protect you, so there's no growth in your friendships and they start to feel empty. See, it's a beautiful experience inside of a friendship where there's honesty and people are able to say something to you if they feel you need help. But if you're so delicate and sensitive because everything people say to you breaks your spirit, you will have taught your friends that your feelings take priority over your growth. You want a tip on how to tell if you've conditioned your friends to value feelings over growth? Just call them up right now. Ask them for feedback on anything, your work, your weight, your finances. If they freak out and if they have the deer in the headlights look, like, wait, what? Real feedback? They're asking for danger, danger. Then you know that's what you've conditioned your friends to do. So instead, consider yourself as the powerful person you know you are deep inside. And as that powerful person, you know you can handle anything your friends say to you because 1, they're saying it for your growth purposes, and 2, they care enough to even bring it up to you. Know that you have a squad that has your best interest at heart, so what they tell you is for your glow up purposes only. And this leads me to today's nandoism. Being honest may not get you a lot of friends, but it will always get you the right ones. Don't reject your friends or turn them into haters for pushing your growth. Allow them to be honest. These people have a genuine love for you and they're on team you. Okay, I want to take a moment here. Tell me, what's opening up for you? What are you discovering? Leave it in the comments. I want to read them. If this video made a difference for you and you discovered or learned something new about yourself, share it. Subscribe to my channel and hit the bell so you know when the next one is out. I want to offer you one solution if you're experiencing the anxiety that comes with imposter syndrome. If you're like, I'm not deserving of real friendships, or if they only knew the real me, take a deep breath and go sign up for the Supercharger course. It's an online course created to help you supercharge your life. In 45 minutes, after watching the 3 solutions, there's actually 4 because I threw in a bonus one for you, you will quickly shift your mood to one that'll keep you motivated, grounded in who you are and what you're out to accomplish. It's me walking you through this amazing process. It's something I do daily and it will leave you empowered. So go become a supercharger in your life. The link is in the description, or just go visit my website, nandoism.com. Guys, I'm Nando, your breakthrough coach, and remember, I'm here to make your life sexier.